Avalanche bombs crowded trailheads, and the Blue River runs orange in our best of 2019. Phil Lindemann, Krystal, 93 News. First, we're counting down to 2020 in Summit County. Keystone welcomes the new year at 9 p.m. with a fireworks show over Lakeside Village. At Copper, there's a torchlight parade at 6 p.m. down Main Vein into Center Village and fireworks at 10. The town of Breck canceled its annual fireworks show, saying it might spook wildlife, but there is still a torchlight parade on the slopes starting 6 p.m. at Peak 9. To ring in the new year, we are looking back on the biggest local stories from 2019, and today it's the bustling dog days of a high country summer. After a record-breaking March with 111 inches at Breck and hundreds of avalanches statewide, CDOT had one unusual warning for hikers: beware of unexploded avalanche bombs.
We did over 1,500 explosives out this year, and probably last year we did 10% of that. That just shows you again how busy we were this year with avalanche mitigation.
Breck stayed open until June for the first time ever, while heavy runoff turned the Blue River orange when a mine on Boreas Pass Road leached heavy minerals. Todd Hartman with Denver Water.
Mines and mining dates back more than 150 years in our state's history, so this is something we live with, and we're prepared to deal with these results in our watershed.
Meanwhile, experts were nervous the dam on Goose Pasture Tarn in Blue River might fail, causing catastrophic damage to downtown Breck, where models predicted flood waves up to 15 feet tall. Breck Public Works Director James Phelps.
As part of that work, we were placing grout in some voids that are known underneath the spillway, and that work went well.
The dam held, and long-term repairs are coming soon. Lake Dillon reached capacity in July, the first time in more than a year after 2 decades of worsening drought conditions in the west, and high runoff meant above-average whitewater deaths. At least 19 people died on Colorado rivers this summer, nearly double the average, with not a single fatality in Summit County. July 4th broke records for I-70 traffic with 245,000 cars in just 5 days, up 12% in a decade. Mountain corridor traffic broke records almost every single weekend this year. More cars brought fatalities, like a head-on collision on Highway 9 through Blue River over Labor Day weekend, when 2 people were killed by a suspected drunk driver. Then there was the curious case of 33 fighting roosters confiscated during a traffic stop outside Frisco. Trooper Josh Lewis with Colorado State Patrol.
Something like this, yeah, that's definitely rare. It's the first I've heard of it happening.
All 33 roosters were eventually put down, and 4 men charged with felonies remain at large. Locals kept on fighting high healthcare costs through programs like the Peak Health Alliance, which unveiled a partnership with Centura Health, the first of its kind in the nation. The Big Dig at Frisco Bay Marina wrapped up in July, with more work to come this year, while August crowding at Lily Pad Lake above Wilderness and Quandary Peak in Breckenridge was intense. The U.S. Forest Service is now considering ways to ease trailhead congestion, like shuttle service to Quandary. Dillon celebrated a second year at the renovated Dillon Amphitheater, with sold-out shows by ABBA and String Cheese Incident. And Breck played host to the annual Firecracker 50 and Breck Epic bike races. The Breck 100, usually in late June, was canceled due to snow. Tune in again tomorrow for the best of 2019 fall and election highlights on Krystal 93. In sports, the Nuggets play the Rockets today at 5 o'clock. The Avalanche play the Jets at 6. And in local sports, brought to you by Wilderness Sports in Dillon, Summit High Sports return this coming Saturday, January 4th, when Tigers Ice Hockey plays Mullen on the Front Range. Basketball and the rest get going next week. Phil Lindemann, Krystal, 93 News.